Yeah, but I think that was done in error. So then I sent another link. Actually, you're probably going to see 2 or 3 from me. I don't know if his mother's.
Mr. Youngblood's trying to join.
Yes.
No, I was telling everyone on the screen.
Yeah, the last one. Well, 2 are duplicates. I just kept sending it to you, hoping that you.
The field goal instead. So I was like, don't pick that up. I just blew my nose.
Yeah, it's okay. I emailed Yvette, but I don't know if Yvette got the message.
Okay. All right, Mr. Youngblood.
Judge.
Hello. Okay. All right, so this is Mr. Alvarado. We brought you back. Your attorney had disconnected somehow from Zoom earlier, and so you requested that we do this hearing again. So this is Mr. Alvarado. Detention hearing, you have the right to remain silent, but if you give up that right, anything you say cannot be used against you at any other type of court setting. You have the right to an attorney. Mr. Youngblood has been appointed your attorney. And if I keep you in custody, you have to see a judge every 10 business days. All right, so this is the one with kind of like the drive-by shooting. If I remember, I guess, Ms. Castillo?
She's not on.
Oh, she's not on. Well, by law, she doesn't have to be here. So, all right, so I think there's additional information. I guess I knew from the previous hearings, this was a guy was shot like in front of his house or a house. His email is driving away and identification. I didn't realize there's a backstory from the day before with a BB gun. Are you familiar with that, Mr. Youngblood? Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't know that until today, that there was a conflict the day before and then now the shooting. But for me, the concern is the danger to the community. You know, there's history, not a whole lot of adjudicative history, even though he's on probation for Berg Hab. But the bigger question is the firearm and the clear danger to himself as well as to others that give me concern. So I'm going to go ahead and detain him. All right.
Yes and no. Did his mother show up earlier, Your Honor?
Yes, she did.
Okay, she has been very unhappy because she feels like nothing is really happening on the case.
Yeah.
And so she had contacted private counsel to see about hiring somebody, and he told her the same thing I did, which is that you and no one else would hold it against him should she choose to do so, but that he didn't know that he could do anything different. At the time we were having that discussion, which is a week or 2 ago, the file had not yet been opened to me by Mr. Boneberg. I think maybe it has been. Sam, can you see? And so now I suppose another lawyer might be able to do something different from me because there's a file to look at if they got hired, but of course they can't look at it without being hired.
Correct.
So I wanted to say all this in front of my client so that maybe he can relay that to his mother if he chooses to do so. Sam, any news?
Yes, sir. I did. I talked with Kevin, and the file has been open. It was open when he filed the petition.
Right. And Your Honor, I'm moving my office. I have to be out by this weekend coming. And so I'm not looking at things as often as I usually do, which I also say mostly for the benefit of my client. But Mr. Alvarado, did you want to address the court about the issues of whether you would be safe to be released in the community, or do you want to remain silent?
We'll remain silent.
Okay. So that's all I had, Your Honor. Thank you for reconvening. I appreciate it.
Sure. No, no problem.
Somehow the Zoom link wasn't working earlier.
That's fine. This is the last week of doing this. We're going back to in-person hearings next week. So,
are you? Okay.
So, Mr. Alvarado, look, it's your choice of counsel. You have the right to an attorney. I've known Mr. Youngblood for years. We practiced shoulder to shoulder when I was an attorney before I became a judge. The person that you may be hiring may be an attorney that I practiced shoulder to shoulder with also, or maybe even did a trial with them. I don't know who they are. Here's the thing is, at a certain point, from what Mr. Youngblood was iterating today, is that the access to discovery is limited by the district attorney's office, right? So all the police reports, videos, anything like that, that comes through the district attorney's office, which is no control of your attorneys. And it seems like what Mr. Williams, the assistant district attorney, just said is it was just opened up to Mr. Youngblood recently. I need to let you know, as a former attorney and a defense attorney and I guess special prosecutor, sometimes you just wait on the police to give you the report. It has nothing to do with the DA. They're not holding it, they're just still trying to gather. I don't know about your case. I just know there are all kinds of reasons why there's a delay in receiving discovery, all right? So I understand if you have frustration, you're the one that's back there, not me, all right? And so I get that, but my decision right now, this is not a punishment issue. I'm not saying that you did anything. What I'm saying is, if what they say is true, but you having the gun on that drive-by shooting where somebody died, then I have to make a decision whether it's a danger to the community or not to release you, or danger to yourself, or whether you come back to court. I'm not worried about you showing up to court if I release you. I'm worried about there's other conflicts, especially given the fact that evidently what happened, or what they're saying that happened with the shooting, is there's a conflict the day before and the next day, right? 2 days in a row. It's something that was going on and just kind of escalating. It gives me great, great concern about releasing you back to the community, if it's true, okay? I just hope you understand where I'm coming from. I'm trying to treat you like an adult because you seem mature, much more mature than most kids your age. So I'm trying to treat you with a little bit of respect and dignity to give you more of the reason why, instead of just saying, I'm just detaining you. Hopefully, at least you know why, so it's not as confusing or it's not as mysterious to you, that you understand what's going on, at least inside my head, okay? All right, Mr. Youngblood, anything else?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Sam.